Hello guys, welcome to the next video tutorial on C++ programming for beginners. Usually a program is not limited to a linear sequence of instruction. During execution, it may branch off to different parts of a program, repeat code, or take decisions. Control structures assist in serving these kinds of special purposes. In this video introduces various forms of C++ control structures for composing programs. Okay, this is our today lesson. Let's start. Conditional statements. The conditional statements are used to make an execution choice in a program based on a given condition. The if and else statements are the main conditional statements in C++. If statement. If statement enables to check for a given condition, and it also helps to branch to different parts of the program depending on result. The general format of if statement is if inside the brackets condition, then statement. The program checks for the condition, and when the condition is true the statement is executed, and when the condition is false the statement is ignored or not executed and the program continues. For example, the if statement can control the execution of multiple statements by the use of a compound statement or block. A block is a group of two or more statements enclosed in curly braces. Any number of statements can be included inside this block. The general format of a block is like this. For example, the else statement. Additional operations can be specified using the keyword else. The general format of else is if, inside parenthesis, its condition, then statement 1 enclosed in curly braces, else, and statement 2. When the condition in the if statement is evaluated as true, statement 1 is executed, otherwise the else statement is evaluated and the statement 2 is executed. The else statement can also have multiple statements to execute. We use block for this purpose. You can use blocks like that. We discussed about blocks in under if statement. The else if statement. In C++ programming, a nested if statements can be used. You can write a program using nested if statement like this. Compound nested if statements given in previous are more complex to understand, hence the else if statements are used. Okay, try to understand this demonstration of the use of if and else statements. We discussed about if and else statements. This is your time. Try to do this activity. I give you 2 minutes. The activity is: write a program which inputs a person's height in meters and weight in kilograms, and the output should like this. Use the formula to calculate a person's BMI value. Your time start now. Okay, time is over, check whether your answer is correct. Iteration structures or loops. Iteration structures or loops are used to repeat one or more steps in a program depending on conditions. In C++, there are three basic iteration structures. They are while loop, do while loop, and the for loop. The diagram shows the iteration structure of a loop in general. In this diagram, check whether is condition true. If condition is true, then execute the statement and check again. If condition is false, stops the program. The while loop. The while loop first checks the given condition, and when the condition is true, it executes the statement or statements and exits the loop when the condition becomes false. The general form of the while loop is while, condition inside brackets then statement. The while loop consists of either a single statement or multiple statements. When there is more than one statement, it has to be included inside curly braces, which we call a block. Its general form is like this. This is demonstration of the use of while loop. Try to understand it. This table illustrates the operations of a while loop. In line 6 of the example, x is assigned to 0. In the first iteration, the condition 0 less than 3 is initially checked. In line 7, as the condition becomes true, it starts executing the statements inside the block. It prints the value 0 in line 8, and increment the value of x by 1 in line 9. After the increment, x becomes 1 and the printed output in line 10 verifies it. The while loop checks for the condition again as the value of x is now 1, hence it checks whether 1 less than 3, then it executes the statements inside the block and prints the values and increment x again. This loop continues until the condition being false when x becomes 3, and 3 less than 3 statements is false, then the program exits from the loop. Every while loop has to end at some point, therefore, there should be a method which makes the while statement false at a given point. In this demonstration, when x becomes 3, otherwise the loop will continue looping forever. The do-while statement. The do-while loop and the while loop is similar in nature except for a minor difference. In the while loop, it is possible that the body of it will never be executed if the condition becomes false, but using the do-while loop, the body of the loop will be executed at last one time. Hence in do-while loop the body is executed first and the condition is checked. The general format of do-while is like that: do, statement, while, and the condition inside the brackets. The do-while loop also can have a single statement or multiple statements to execute. Okay, try to understand this example for do-while statement. In this program, every time the message in line 8 will be displayed for the user to enter a value, and then it will be displayed as "you entered" in line 10, followed by the number the user entered. This continues until the user enters the value 100, then it will also be displayed as "you entered 100, and only after displaying the message, it will check for the condition whether 100 is not equal to 100. Here, as the condition becomes false, it will exit the loop and the program will be terminated. The for loop. This is also similar to the while loop, and its main function is also to repeat statements, but the for loop is powerful and flexible to use. In addition, it provides a specific location for the initialization condition and for the increase or decrease operator. The general format of a for loop is for, inside the parenthesis, semicolon, initialization, semicolon, increase or decrease, then statement. The most common use of for loop is for situations where a variable is incremented or decremented with every iteration of the loop. Try to understand this demonstration of the use of for loop. The for loop also operates in a similar way to the while loop, in line 7. The loop first initialize x to 0, then it checks for the condition. If the condition is true, it performs the operations inside the body, in line 8 and 9. Then it comes to line 7 again and increment the value of x by 1 and then checks the condition whether 1 less than or equal to 5, and this continues until the condition becomes false. Nested control structures. Control structures can be nested to produce more complex programs. Here the loops can be nested, which means one loop can appear inside another loop. The conditional statement can also appear inside the loops. Okay, this is demonstration of the use of nested loop. Try to understand this program. I will show you another demonstration. This program explains how to use loops and conditional statements. This program is similar to a typical password checking program. The user is given 3 attempts to enter the correct code, and this is done by use of a for loop. When the user is unable to enter the correct code in 3 attempts, the program terminates as it exits from the for loop. If the user enters the correct code in any of the given attempts, it will display the message as "Congratulations, code is correct." Then it exits the program because of the exit statement in line 16, which is defined in the stdlib.h library in line 3. Okay, so I hope you understand control structures in C++. Now if you like this video, then give a thumbs up and write your opinion in the comment box, and if you think that this video will help any of your friends, then do share this video. If you want to more tutorials like this, then do subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching and I will see you next tutorial. Bye for now and good luck.